Hello again, folks. This is Scott out in Queensbury. We're doing a wood burning test tonight. This is my mini Scandella Taiwan-made wood stove that I actually put in my house this year to offset the upcoming winter, so I can offset the price of my natural gas fuel bill for the winter. Hopefully I'll be able to save some money. So meanwhile, these are two big, huge pine chunks that I put into my wood stove, okay? They're pretty thick and they're big. So the way you want to do this is you want to get a hot, good running bed of coals in your wood stove to make sure that your pipe's all up, all nice and hot and stuff, so you have proper venting in your wood stove before you stow this, so you don't have smoke coming back into your house. So we got two big chunks in there, and I'll tell you what the current temperature is. The current temperature in my house is 92 degrees right now. All right, Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it? All right, it's 11:38 p.m. right now on a Wednesday, so we're going to check back in the morning and see how long these two big, huge chunks of pine wood will last. I'm hoping at least 5 hours or so, and I'm going to choke the crap out of this. I'll choke it right down to the lowest setting so it just gets a little airflow. The only way you can actually properly do this is you got to have a good bed of coals in there before you do this process. That way, you know, all the cold air is actually out of your ductwork in the wood stove, whatever, so you prevent smoke coming back into your house, whatever. So we got two big chunks on there, so we'll check back in the morning. We'll see exactly what the my house temperature is and exactly if this is down to ash or not and how many coals are actually left in this fireplace. Now then, this isn't hardwood. This is actually two big, huge chunks of pine. So we'll see exactly how long that lasts. The bigger the chunks, the better they are. That's why sometimes people always tell me you got to split the wood before you can burn it. That's not necessarily good. If I have a good bed of hot coals and I put a piece of wood there that's not split, that I know is 100% dried out, and I put it in there, being that the bark is still on it, it seems to last longer because it's thicker, and for some reason, whatever it is, it maintains and radiates that heat a little bit longer to get you a little more run time. So we'll check back in the morning. We'll add this video to that video, and you'll see exactly how long this actually lasted to get me through the night. Okay, we choked her down, so I have very minimum airflow in the front of the wood stove. So I've got that down a little less than half. So we're going to choke it down, and this should actually make the wood burn a little bit longer, whatever. And we shut the back damper control on this model down to about half. So this way we don't limit the amount of heat coming up through the top of the chimney. Okay, so we got that there. Right now we're at like 400 degrees, so that's really good. I got some cans on there to get some of the moisture back in the air. All right, so we'll check back in the morning and we'll see exactly how long this lasted and what type of coals, and see what the temperature of my house is. Okay, I just woke up. It seems to be out here in Queensbury. It's 28 degrees outside. It's actually 6:28 in the morning. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:27 a.m.
6:27 a.m. in the morning. All right, and I went to bed last night with this token up at what I say, it was 11:30. So that's like 6.5 hours and stuff. So let's see what she looks like. Okay. We do have, all right, no coal available. She's totally dead. Nothing. So she burned out a little bit. So I mean, if I had a couple chunks of coal, I probably could have been in there. I probably could have had a little something to start from. So so I got my little fire starter that I made. A piece of dried out pine covered with kerosene and wax and stuff. Okay, I got my little puffer here, so we're gonna start this up fairly fast this morning. Whatever, I'll show you the easiest, best way to do this. It would have been nice because if I had a little bit of coals here going, a nice bed of coals going on, I could have just put this little thin piece of pine on there, hit the puffer once, it would have started right up, landed a couple big hardwood on there, and she start right up. But this was an experiment with some big chunks of pine that I had, so it did work. And the temperature of my house right now, if you see right there, it's 74 degrees in my living room where the fireplace is, where the wood stove is. And then, let me see, turn on the light out here. All right, and we got 69 degrees in my kitchen. Okay, so that was a pretty good run. All right, so we'll okay, so we'll get this up and started, and I'll show you the easiest way to get this up and started again. Okay, we're gonna start the fire. What I like to do is I like to throw some paper down on the bottom, a couple strips of it on the bottom, whatever, to get it started, and one of my little things that I made with wax with lantern oil, with a couple pieces of chunks of wood that I cut. And what you do is you start that, whatever, and that'll still stay lit for like 5 minutes, enough of that pine to take off. And even quicker than that, what I've realized, you really don't even need that. If you got the pine dry enough like I do, and what you do is you want to crisscross it to allow air to get to all sides of the wood. And then I take some paper strips, like so, and I throw that in there, because the thing what you want to do is you want to make sure that this fire is good and hot, so you get the cold air out of your wood stove up in the ductwork. So this way that thing will start up and it won't blow smoke back in your house. So we'll throw some paper in like so. On top of that, after crisscrossing all that pine, and watch what happens. I'm going to do my fire starter. Okay. And that'll catch. As soon as that catches, that'll take right off, and it'll stay lit, and then that pine will start. And just the fastest, quickest way to get this up and running. Okay. As soon as that pine catches, and we got some chunks of coal there going on, and then I put the big piece of hardwood in. All right, so what you're actually doing right now is you're forcing the cold air out of your ductwork, whatever, like that, so this way that the heat can rise and get through the ductwork and actually go through the house. Because if you did this and this wasn't hot enough and you're trying to light this, which I experienced already the first time when I installed the wood stove, whatever, smoke come back, and it took me like 3 hours to get the smoke out of my house. You know what I mean? So now I found the easiest, fastest, quickest way to get this going. Now you look at that pine wood being split down so much, it's like throwing a lit match in there and she's staying lit. Okay, my little fire starter right there, she caught right now, so that'll be good for at least 5 minutes, enough to catch that wood. But because the amount of paper that I use, being that pine being so small like that, she starts up almost instantly. So as soon as I get a little bit of coal here, then I'll throw that piece of hardwood on with some other hardwood, and I'll be good for another 6 hours. And being lately here in Queensbury, New York, it's been like 6 hours. I mean, it's been, the lowest I've gotten is 25 degrees here in Queensbury. Right now she's like 28 degrees outside. So actually, so when they say you can't burn pine, it can't get you through the night, it can. I mean, but unfortunately to say, my house is extremely huge, and I'm using a mini wood stove. So overall, it's just working out pretty good. I got to bring the phone back, because I did that the other day and the thing started shaking. So there you have it. This is Scott from Queensbury. So can you use 2 big chunks of pine to get you through the night? Yes, you can. If I was to use hardwood, probability is wise, I probably would have had some coal there to start from. But this is Scott again, one man's review on how to burn pine in your wood stove and make use of material that you have in on your property. Have a good night. Hope you like my review. Thank you. No, I didn't throw popcorn in there. It's just the pine wood making a little popping noise. You know, it's nice to have free fuel for my house, whatever, to get me through the winter months. Yeah, my niece, like I say, she just said she put 100 gallons of fuel in her barrel for the trailer for the winter months, and it was over $700 for 100 gallons, which the price is ridiculous, you know. But I'm glad I got away with that, and I have a natural gas furnace, whatever. It saves me some money, but with the price of natural gas going up, the alternative was to do firewood to offset the price. So apparently this is going to work for me, providing that, you know, the wood's actually coming from my own property. I didn't have to buy it. So this is the best alternative way to Heat your house in the winter months to save money. Have a good day.